Hey everybody, Yogi here, doing well. Hope you're doing well. We are currently in Racine County, or maybe Walworth. I'm not even sure at this point where we are. But we are heading to a couple of small towns in southern Wisconsin. I'm currently on 36, which is Loomis Road going south. And now we're going to head to some smaller towns. And I'll catch back up with you when we get there. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, folks, if it's your first time. I'm Yogi. Thank you for stopping by. If you enjoy this video, please like. Very important to the YouTube algorithm. Please like. And if you just want to shout out and say hi or ask a question about the video I might be able to answer, put a comment below. We'll hook back up when we get to the town that I'm heading to. Hey! 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 No, seriously, hey! I know, it's an old joke, but a good one. It is so warm out right now. It is 61 degrees. In this mid-February day as I film. 61 degrees. I have my air conditioning on right now. I never thought I'd have my air conditioning on in February. But unfortunately, we are stuck behind this car. And I don't see a passing zone. I don't see nothing. So we're going to be stuck behind this guy for quite a while. Now, I don't know why he can't go faster than 30 miles an hour in a 45. I know he's hauling hay, but he ain't hauling hay. And now it's 55, and he's going 33. Hey, you, hauling hay, start hauling hay, will ya? That's all in good fun, folks. We'll get there eventually. It might be dark out by the time we arrive, but we'll get there. We are in Lyons. Lyons is an unincorporated town in some county. I don't know exactly which one, but we'll find out. Lyons, I haven't been here in about 30 years. Lyons is a town in Walworth County. So we are in Walworth County. There's a post office right there. Lyons has a post office. And there's some other stuff as well. Got a body shop. And Lyons Grocery and Deli, which is not open. Population 3,648 as of the 2020 census. That's a lot. The unincorporated communities of Lyons and Springfield are located within the town. This area was originally called Hudson by the legislature of the Wisconsin Territory on January 23rd, 1844. Racial makeup of the village, 97.62% white, 0.32 African American, 0.23% Native American, 0.35% Asian, 0.03% Pacific Islander, 0.44 from other races, 1.02 from two or more races, Hispanic or Latino, 2.15 of the population. Median age here, 39 years. Median household in the town, 55,741. Males had a median income of 61,077. Females had a income of 28,113. About 2.0% of families and 4.1% of the population are below the poverty line, including 2.1% of those under the age 18 and 13.4, 65 or older. That's a pretty high number. There's a Village Tap on the left. Let's drive around a little bit, see what they have here. WAG Aero, an aircraft parts company, is in Lyons. Maybe we'll see that. Lyons was a stop on the Racine and Southwestern branch line of the Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Paul, and Pacific Railroad, better known as the Milwaukee Road. In its 1980 bankruptcy, the Milwaukee Road disposed of the Southwestern line, and the line through Lyons did not survive. There's one notable person, unfortunately. He's a politician. Amongst other things, he was also a farmer, representative. This must be the fire station? I don't know. Doesn't look like a fire station. Riverview Park. Should we turn into Riverview Park and check out Riverview Park? So yeah, nobody notable here from Lyons. We're right along a little creek or river. Nice little park. I'm not going to walk through it because it's all wet from all the snow melt. And I'm not going to drive through it because it's all wet from the snow melt and I don't want to get stuck. I suppose we could check out this little river or creek. Try to figure out what this is called. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful day today. The shorts were a good choice. I'm wearing shorts today. This is Ore Creek, O-R-E. Still frozen in some parts. In others, melting quickly. It's going to melt quickly today, I'll tell you that. There's a reason I wanted to come to Lyons, because there is a place that I've always been fascinated with, but I've never gone in, and I don't think it's open right now, unfortunately, because it's a Monday as we film. I've always been fascinated with this place. I've always wanted to go in there and ask them if it's haunted, and we're going to go head over there right now. As we drive through some more of Lyons, there's what looks to be a very, very old house right here on the left. Looks to be like a church type building or something. What do you think that was? Town hall? It says Lyons something. I'm guessing that was a town hall building at one point. And that darn sun just happens to be in the right place at the right time again. Wow, Lyons is a lot bigger than I remember it being. Spring of Truth Christian Church. Well, I guess it is actually. Okay. Spring of Truth Christian Church in Lyons, Wisconsin. And I think there's another church coming up right here. That's a nice older looking home. And this must be another church. They got a lot of churches. 3 of them. The Cornerstone Worship. Right here. Now these are parts of Lyons I don't think I've ever come through. I don't think I ever drove through this area. I just kind of focused on the place that I'm going to be taking you to. And that was about it. Oh, that's kind of an interesting build right there. I suppose I'm going into a residence now. No, it's kind of a turnaround. Thank goodness. There's cornfield. All right, back into Lyons to show you the building that I used to come here to see. The name kind of caught my eye when I was doing a drive. I was actually just driving through, just road tripping. This was years and years ago, 25, 30 years ago, like I said. I would get in my car on my days off and I would just start driving. And I ended up in Burlington and I decided to take 36 west and south a little farther, and I came across Lyons. And when I got here, I just wanted to see what the downtown area looked like, and then there was this one building that stuck out, and I was like, I bet you that building's haunted. But I never got back here until now, 30 years later. And this is probably where the train used to go, right through the middle of town here. And coming up here is the place that I'm interested in checking out. Again, I don't know if they're open. They might be. No, they're not. Sign's not on. And that's a bummer. All right, let's go check it out. This is the place that I was thinking of. Ye Olde Hotel Bar and Restaurant. This place looks so cool. What does it say here? Reservations required. They got a Ring doorbell. Street girls, look at the sign here. Street girls bringing sailors into hotel must pay for room in advance. This place is cool. I've never been inside, but I could just imagine how haunted this place must be. No way. They've got a phone booth here. This can't be operational. And a humongous cigarette butt jug. No phone in there. Oh, look, an old mailbox. That's kind of cool. Yeah, this building. I don't know if there's rent rooms here anymore. Maybe it's like apartments upstairs. If anybody's watching this and can tell some more information, let me know. They got a metered parking out here. Time expired. I hope not. And a beautiful flag waving in the breeze. Yeah, I think it's probably just a residence up on top. But this is the Ye Olde Hotel Bar and Restaurant in Lyons, downtown Lyons, Wisconsin. Yeah, right here used to be the railroad tracks, so they went right through the middle of downtown. And now it's a path. And there's that lady getting her horse ready. Oh, I didn't even see that. They got a cool, if I would have looked up, I would have noticed that before. They got a cool old Schlitz sign. It says Ye Olde Hotel. Right there. Very cool. So here is the old Lyons Grocery and Liquor. Not anymore. It says for sale. Store for sale. Let's see what it looks like on the inside, if we can see in there. Oh yeah. Not a very big area, but you know, it probably helped the people in this area. Lyons. Oh look, vinyl gloves. You want to take a vinyl glove? There they are, just sitting there for you. That's a pretty neat building right there. As the Walworth County Sheriff drives by. Oh. This is called Rail Park across the street because this is where the railroad was. Now it's a path. A walking path. A trail. So if you're walking here and you really have to go to the bathroom, just remember this. 2 porta potty, 2.5 blocks south in Riverside Park. I will keep that in mind. And over here we have half of a basketball court. That is possibly the world's smallest basketball court. There you go. Here's an old building. And Bonnie and Betty's Food and Live Music. It's a bar. Open 7 days a week. Bonnie and Betty's. They're probably looking at me going, what in the hell is that guy doing? All right. As far as Lyons goes, that's about it. But I just wanted to see if the ye old hotel, bar, and restaurant was still in existence. And thankfully, it is. Trail rules. This is the White River State Trail. That must have been a restaurant or bar at one point. Now it's converted into apartments. Yep, all these buildings were probably businesses at one point. There it is again. The ye old hotel, bar, and restaurant. Glad to see it's still here in Lyons, Wisconsin. We are entering Rochester, Wisconsin. It is a village in Racine County. Population 3,785 as of the 2020 census. I don't recall ever coming through Rochester. But since we're here, we might as well check it out, correct? Correct. DW Coffee. This is Highway D. Okay, so we're gonna do a little poking around here. This must be the downtown-ish area of Rochester. Ooh, that's a nice little old building right there. Nice little older house. We got Fox River Audio. So that must be the Fox River. So there's the town of Rochester Public Library. And this is called the Rochester Commons. And on this other side here, we have got the Village Hall right there, built in 2012. And right here looks like the old school. Right there would be the old school, I'm guessing. The old Rochester School. Rochester Commons parking area. The first non-Native American settlers of Rochester were a group of 5 farming families who all hailed from the town of Rochester, Vermont, after which they gave their new settlement its name. These were Yankee settlers, which is to say they were descended from the English Puritans who settled New England during the colonial era. Rochester holds one of the oldest community-run Memorial Day observances in the nation, having held its first in 1867. The village was incorporated in 1912. You know what? We can get out and walk around a little bit. Let's do so. There's the Rochester Social Club. Let's talk about demographics real quick while we're still in the car and it's not too loud. Racial makeup of the village, 97.8% white, 0.2% African American, 0.3% Native American, 0.5% Asian, 0.1% Pacific Islander, 0.5 from other races, and 0.6 from 2 or more races. Hispanic or Latino, 2.8% of the population. Median age in the village, 42 years. Gender makeup, 51.1% male and 48.9% female. Median income for a household in the village, $55,063, and the median income for males 42,159 versus 30,184 for females. About 4.9% of families and 4.7% of the population were below the poverty line, including 5.6% of those under age 18 and 10.8% of those age 65 or older. Notable people. First up, we have Clarence Howarth Ginger Beaumont, July 23rd, 1876 to April 10th, 1956, was an American center fielder in Major League Baseball who spent most of his career with the Pittsburgh Pirates and Boston Braves. He is known for being the first man to bat in a World Series. Ginger Beaumont. Wow. Very interesting. Unfortunately, I said there were a couple. He was the only one. Sorry about that. He's the only one. There's a couple of other people listed. They either were not born here or they're politicians. So the only notable person from Rochester, Wisconsin, Ginger Beaumont, who was the first man to bat in a World Series. And that's going to do it for demographics and notable people. For Rochester, let's get out and walk around a little bit. There is the Rochester Social Venue Hall and Events. Doesn't look very big. I suppose it can be. It says Rochester, 1885, or 1835, my apologies, welcomes you. And then we have this cool flag on the side of the house here. Across the street, you got a beautiful looking church over there. Some nice older buildings, Carpe Diem Micro Spa and a tattoo studio. Chance's Food and Spirits. You know what? I believe that place is haunted. I thought I've heard something about that particular building, Chance's Food and Spirits, being haunted. Comment below if you're watching this and you're from Rochester and you know what's going on. Then we got Fox and Fork over here. Antiques, homemade gifts. DW Coffee on the corner. I wonder if that was a bank building at one time. Actually, it was a bank building. There's the drive-thru right there, the old drive-thru. Now we got a New to You Women's Consignment Boutique. I say boutique. What's the difference? Over there's Riverside Studio. And that's really all downtown. Just this one block. One block of Rochester is downtown. Ooh, back there, there's some old signs. But if you could see back there, there's some old signs on that garage. Red Crown Gasoline. And then again, not a whole lot to the downtown area. We'll get back in the car and drive around though. I'm willing to bet that Chance's place is haunted though. There's the post office. I missed the post office. Right there. I didn't walk far enough. I was thinking they got to have a post office here. First Congregational Church. That's a neat looking church, wouldn't you say? Okay. Let's drive through some neighborhoods of Rochester. See what they look like. They look pretty nice. Older community. Rochester. Who used to say that? Rochester. Comment below. If you would have said Jack Benny, you would be correct. Rochester. All right, let's check out on the other side of the Fox River. Nice little park there, coming back into the downtown area of Rochester. Yeah, cool little areas. Okay, and that must be 36 right there. And I do not want to go back on the 36, so we'll have to swing back around and come back down W again, so I can continue to head north. Yeah, nice little area Rochester is. Rochester. This was an old gas station at one point. I don't know how long it's been since it's been in operation, but there's where the pumps were right there. And you got your garages. Yeah, it's been quite a while since they've had anything going on there.